The Eucharist appears to be an in-house affair. We do not share it with those who are not Christians. Except in extraordinary circumstances, Catholics do not share the Eucharist with non-Catholic Christians. So, the Feast of the Body and Blood of Christ would appear to be a day for a family celebration. But the Mass readings bring gatecrashers into our party. The first is Melchizedek, King of Salem and priest of El Shaddai, God Most High. That's all we know about him. He was a pagan foreigner. God Most High was some locally worshipped deity of the people of Salem. Since the god belonged to the kingdom, and the kingdom to the god, the king naturally served a priestly function. Melchizedek is probably in the readings because his blessing is connected with bread and wine, and the Eucharist is bread and wine. But whether he's with us for some deep theological reason, or merely because of his menu, it's good to have him. Why? Because of what he does. Melchizedek blesses Abram, ancestor and faith of all who believe in the one true God. But look what's happening. There's only one true believer in the whole world, and he is being blessed by a non-believer in the name of some non-existent tribal god. God's love and blessings are not limited by the belief of the men and women through whom God chooses to work. A pagan priest-king not only has a place in the building of the reign of God, but God uses him to bless believers. Today, there are many more believers than in Abram's time. Jews, Christians, and Muslims, all of whom worship the same one God, number about 3 billion. Even so, the people for whom Melchizedek stands still outnumber us. Perhaps they always will. Because Melchizedek has joined our celebration, all those other billions are part of what we do. They, like we, can be a means for God to bless the world. So the whole world is with us as we worship, no matter who, what, how, or even if they themselves worship. Do you feel a bit crowded? Luke's Gospel continues this theme of universalism. Jesus tells the disciples to feed everyone. When the disciples are unable to do so, he provides the wherewithal to feed them. Now, everyone there had made some effort to come to Jesus. Perhaps some of them were true believers. Perhaps others were merely curious. Perhaps some went because a friend was going. Whatever their reason for coming, they all ate until they had enough. This miracle is about the Eucharist. It's for all who follow Jesus, no matter how mixed their motives. But there's more to it than that. Luke tells us that what they had left filled 12 baskets. The number 12 symbolizes the whole people of God, and the leftovers show that there is enough even for those who were not there. They were somehow remembered in the action of Jesus. Feeling more crowded? It is St. Paul, however, who makes the point most strongly. Every time then you eat this bread and drink this cup, you proclaim the death of the Lord until he comes. We share the Eucharist not for our own sakes, but for the sake of showing the world the saving presence of Jesus among us. What began by looking like a family meal now appears to be a meal the family shares not for its own sake at all, but for the rest of the world. So, Melchizedek and the mob belong in our thoughts and prayers today. When we share the Eucharist, we do so on behalf of Melchizedek and all others who do not know Christ. God works through them to bless the world, and us with it. We should keep them in mind and heart, giving thanks for them and on behalf of them.